So I wanted to show everybody a couple of things really quick. So first, let's get all our main stuff out of the way. So first off, you're gonna need grass and wood mainly for the first part of what I want to show you. But I want to show you a barrier that my brother-in-law and I kind of came up with to make things easier for Horde Night. It basically kind of just like glitches the zombies so where, they can't really attack you very well. But be aware that, within, I think it's like 2 squares or a square of the place, they have a chance that they can attack you. Yeah, you just really want to just stand back, use your bow, and have fun. Basically, just let them all come to you and take care of the rest. So, basically what I do, I run around, got a whole crap load of, grass, and there is other things on here that you gather that will give you wood. Basically, I'm just going to place my bed really quick, pick it right back up, so I can get going. I'm going to need some rocks. And in fact, here's exactly what I was talking about. This bush right here, if you hit it, if you notice, it gives me wood. Yes, that one only gave me 1, that one gave me 3. It can go from anywhere from, I think it's like 1 to like 15, depending on your skill level. Mine is not going to go very high. So what we're going to do is we're going to build our first stone axe, make everything go a hell of a lot quicker. Just trust me. You want to either be inside or in a barrier before nighttime, because this is random gen and it is on adventure mode. It's not really that hard. I mean, I do it pretty easy. It's not really much of a challenge, but it's more of a challenge than scavenger, so I just figured it would be nice to show everybody this to give them an easier time. This may take me just a second. If I just start talking randomly, I apologize. Just ignore me. I'm kind of crazy right now. Trying to get everything done. Got the terrain. Hey look, there's a deer. Alright, look, there's another deer. Go ahead and make my clothing. So what you're going to need is you're going to need plant fiber clothes, gloves, hood, pants, shoes, and a shirt. What I do, alright, then I'm going to back out and just keep collecting until all that shit's done. There you go, because, yeah. Alright, now that that's done, let's go and put that on, that way I can finish that mission really quick. Alright, let's look to see what we've got. So it tells me to build a club, so I'm going to go and build a club. Nobody cares. Now check this out. As soon as that club builds, just get rid of it. You don't need it. You really don't. You're going to use your bow more than anything right now. So now what it tells me I want is feathers. Basically, I'm just going to run around. I'll find some feathers. When you start up the game, I don't know if you guys have ever played before, but if you haven't, when you start up the game, you start out at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, when I don't need those. When the zombies start running, it'll be at 2200 hours, which, if you don't know, that is 10 o'clock. Okay, so you always want, when it comes to a stone axe or shovel, something like that, something that's stone, always scrap it. That way you can get the extra stone. That way you don't have to find as much, because stone will be valuable later on for the second part of the barrier. And basically it's just to upgrade the barrier. You're going to need stone and clay. I will gather the clay later, but I'm going to be gathering stone, wood, and plant fibers right now. I mean, I could do this all in creative mode and it'd be a hell of a lot easier and quicker, but no. That's not how I roll. I like a challenge. Believe it or not, this is actually the forest I do not like. So, yeah, we're gonna go this way and see if we can't get out of there. Oh, look, bird nest, feathers, or an egg, but I got 21 feathers. Now, a good suggestion for this is make all those. Make them into arrows before you make your bow, so that way you can get, you know, a better bow. Stronger the bow, more damage you do. Alright, so it looks like we are in luck, people, because there is a road. Okay, so judging by this, the terrain, and actually I don't need the raw meat, so let's get rid of that. Judging by this, I would actually want to go downhill rather than uphill, but like I said, I'm weird, I'm crazy. I like to do some weird stuff. Let's put on this shirt and scrap that. That way I can get the extra plant fibers. Alright, so we already have a zombie noticing me. So here's what I'm going to do. Run up here really quick. Give me enough time to build myself a wood bow. Yeah, it's a level 15 instead. Whoop. I normally don't miss a whole bunch, but I do miss. And obviously, zombies. Common sense, aim for the head. Okay, so this is where I usually leave it on my missions up there until I actually get to good missions. Now, to give you a good tip, when you're running the road, always watch the sides right here for birds' nests, because they like to put them randomly out there. Hey, look, I got a hoe. Gardening hoe. I don't really use them a whole bunch, but I keep them anyways. Look, now I got a better one. See? This is what I was talking about. That's why you want to keep your eyes out, or your eye. See? I'll put them just like this. You just want to run up the side of the road, and it looks like the road tapers off. And now I got a shovel. That will come in very handy when I start getting clay. Because you always want to use the right tool for the right job. If not, then, well, you'll be there forever. So, in a random gen, everything is random, basically. You know, the terrains. I really do not like this terrain. And look, there's a bunny. And there's a crawler. Goodbye, crawler. Nobody cares. Right now, I'm just on a mission to look for a good spot to hold up. Now, my favorite spot to hold up is the buildings with a forge. They're my favorite, but technically with this barrier that I'm going to show you, you can hold up anywhere, and I do mean anywhere. Like, my brother-in-law and I, we've held up in Hub City with this barrier. You know, we built just a small little spot for me and him and held up all night. The only thing that you gotta watch out for is the spider zombies, the, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, the cop zombies. And I think that's really it that you really gotta look out for. Other than that, you really don't have to look out for much else. What I'm doing is I'm actually just searching for a whole bunch of feathers. So your first 100 arrows that you make is very important. It will get you to like a level 70 something bow. And I do search everything because it helps take up my scavengers so I can get better stuff later on. My brother-in-law tends to miss stuff like this, but you can get stuff from this foul trash right here. Give me just a second, you guys. Somebody is calling me. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that, you guys. I am back. My brother-in-law called me. He just got done taking his driver's test. And, you know, obviously, yeah, he didn't thank me. I showed him how to drive, and, you know, yeah. It's great. Also, I mean, I kind of showed him how to race rather than drive. So, anyways, I'm going to gather some more stone here. Because after that, I am going to make some more arrows here. Get these here and check. And if you notice down there on the part of my screen, it's showing the raw iron, which is that red rock right there. That will come in very, very handy later on, because we are eventually going to switch to iron arrows. So when you do iron arrows, it does not take stone anymore. It takes iron arrowheads, wood, and feathers. And that'll help you in gathering a lot of your stone. Let me finish mining this rock here. Check our surroundings really quick. Oh, by the way, that is a water tower. If you break into it, it will pour water out constantly. And it's a good source of water, by the way. So for the first part of this barrier, you're going to need about 200 plant fibers and approximately about 2,000 wood. And so that's why you see me constantly gathering a whole bunch. And that's just for 2 parts of it. That's not for the third part of the barrier or the final step. Oops. These are the guys that I really hate shooting at, because they move all crazy like. It's hard to predict them, and you can just barely slide an arrow out there. But it's cool. I got him anyways. Whoa. Doing horrible today. Normally I do a lot better. Yeah, so I do like my stunner shades though. So I mean, normally when I find those, I keep those until I find a better pair. Look, we got some more food. What I'm doing is I'm just constantly making arrows until I run out of all those feathers up there. But I always keep in mind that I do need stone. I gotta make sure I at least have 5 stone. And yes, there is a reason why I haven't went hunting yet for meat. For the first night, you really don't need to. You can find stuff, and you really won't need food until the second day. And usually you find some stuff by then. Don't worry about that. Run by the deer and the piggies. So, your pigs do give you the most meat, by the way. They give you more meat than any of the other animals in the game. Alright. Oops. Oh, that's twice. Point blank. Okay. So, my shooting is off right now. I'm not sure why. I'm just kind of shooting randomly. Just doing horrible with shooting right now. So, since we're so close to getting rid of that axe, I'm going to go ahead and build another one. And then I'm gonna craft me some more arrows. These big bald guys here, they're stronger than most of the other common zombies around here. But so are your bloaters. Alright, now I found another road, a little side road. Now those are what you are looking for to find houses like that. Because those houses is what I'm going to hold up in for the first night. And this actually looks like one I might want. And it is. It is a forge. So I have 2 hours. So all these zombies like that. Scavenge these really quick. Now I am going to show you the best way in and out of here to break into this place. Alright, so you see this? Leave this door. Just leave the door. Okay. What I'm gonna do right over here. Let's go. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna place a landmine block right here. Okay. Now remember how I told you to save those wood frames? This is what we were saving them for. Right here. What we're going to do, we are going to reblock that off. Block off this part and upgrade them. We're going to get rid of this. And now we are going to need a little bit more stone. So what I do is I use this thing, you know, well, a whole bunch of stuff in this to get rid of some stuff. Not necessarily get rid of, just more of store it. Store it for later. Doesn't really matter what I put in here. Oh yes. And I'm going to lay down my bedroll up top here. Zombies have started running. Means I'm gonna need to be careful. Technically, I shouldn't be doing this at night, but I'm gonna do it anyway. The whole reason why I'm doing this at a place with a forge is because of the simple fact that it saves me time and resources in building that forge. Since I didn't scout out the surrounding area because I didn't have much time, I'm going to do all this very cautious-like and not go too far. First things first, get rid of this bad boy. And start creating a campfire. Look, we got a campfire. I can turn around and go inside and place it. People usually just, pick up the chairs, put them in the fireplace or whatever. Me, I destroy them just because I want the extra wood. And, what do you know? A fireplace with a fireplace works. Alright, and that is all of those. The next one will be to do the, guy? Trader. I'm gonna go ahead and put all my wood in here really quick, because I'm getting ready to go and get more. I've almost got enough plant fibers, so I'm gonna actually stop working on those, start working on my wood. In the morning, I'll be able to go and collect more rock, because way out there on my left, I can see that it looks like there'll be some white rocks. Now, it is more beneficial to go and get the white rocks rather than in the big black rocks, because those will give you forged iron, raw iron, lead, stuff like that. And sometimes coal and stuff. Just works out better. Basically, if you can find a big old deposit of those, you're pretty good. Pickaxe works best for the stone. Your axes, of course, work best for chopping down things. But if you notice, I'm even using my stone axe to chop down plant fibers. And the reason why I do that is because it gets my construction tools up. Okay, now that I have hit 50%, I'm gonna go ahead and eat some stuff, make some fluids. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, so be careful not to scrap your food like I just did. I'll go ahead and put the coal in here. Finish searching the rest of this house. But what I'm going to do, I'm gonna make a couple of these. And I did the cobblestone ones for a reason. Cobblestone frames and stuff like that is going to be the base of our little idea here. All up in this house. Don't look like much is in this house. I'm getting very unlucky with this house. I'm gonna go ahead and use the refrigerator to store my food. See what we got in the toilet. Alright. As you can see, in the toilet, I just got 2 murky water. Boil those and have 2 more water. I do not like the paintings. Okay, and I am saving this bed right here for a reason, because you can get springs and stuff out of it. But you do have to use a wrench to do so. And then I'm basically just going to throw everything else in here that I'm not going to use immediately. I did not even check those. They have a better durability than the aviator goggles, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on. as you will notice, I do not keep a whole bunch on me. Okay. Now it is time to show you a nice little trick. So, there's always one arrow inside your bow when you have it loaded, like I do. And how you actually put that back into your inventory is just hold circle, go over to any of the ones that you have a 0 on, and push over to it and release. That will make it so where now you can scrap this bow, and if you notice, now I have 131 instead of 130 like before. So it gave me my arrow back. Doesn't seem like much now, but more than what you think. And as you notice, stronger bow. Okay. Now I'm going to build a wood door and destroy this one. Because as of right now, this is going to be my in and out. Make sure I've searched everything right here. Got these. This bird nest. More wood here. These. And when you are roaming about at night, you do have to be careful. Alright, so I'm only at 800 wood. And as I said before, I'm going to need approximately around 1,000. So a little bit more here. I mean, I'm going to need more than 1,000, but 1,000 is a good start. So I did just notice that I said 200 plant fiber. I meant you're going to need approximately about, what, 1, 2, 3, about 300. So I will actually correct myself. And all your barrier is going to consist of, and I'll let you guys know this right now because I'm going to have to go here in just a second. You're going to come over here to your building. You're going to go to the second page and go to cobblestone frame wedge tip. Now, I build 80 of these at a time. Okay, your next one that you're going to want is your cobblestone frames. And then I usually build 120 to go with that. Okay, then you're going to need to go to cobblestone frame pole. And it's going to take you about 120 of those too. Obviously I don't have enough wood right at this second. I only have enough for 95. So I will actually wait on those. But let's see here. Let's see if I can get that going. That's now 6. I can get out and run because zombies stop running. And yes, you guys, this is very time consuming. And as a good reminder, you guys, believe me, always, always, always remember to shut your door. Because you gotta remember, this is a zombie apocalypse. I'm gonna wait for those to get done, I'll just build 100 after. Alright guys, so now that that is done, I am actually going to have to get off, but I will be back on in a few hours, and I will show you the rest of it. So we're just going to go ahead and let that build, and stuff like that, and I will show you the whole setup for it, and I will show you a couple of good tricks that I learned when I get back.